otherwise I'll have an aneurysm while we're talking. Okay. Did you pronounce Diana?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Welcome back, Diana.
Thank you.
And I'm going to start right with question 1. Explain your position on the involvement of artesian water and other possible providers within Cecil County. Now, before you start, you'll have 2 minutes and 30 seconds since you have nobody debating with you this evening.
Okay. I understand the Commissioner's decision to involve an outside privatization of the water resource, or the water treatment, and the expansion of the infrastructure. A private company would have more opportunity to expand the infrastructure, and that's what is occurring. Just on July 30th, the PSC has authorized the transfer to Artesian Port Deposits treatment plant and the water allocation from the Susquehanna. And we have that as well with Seneca Point. It is also owned by Artesian. I think everything is in place for the expansion, but we just have to be very careful of how we proceed with this, that we are controlling, that we're growing in a controlled manner, that we have growth control tools in place. But this is a great opportunity for economic development, and I hope that it's not going to be all residential houses. We lost our opportunity in Bainbridge. All we got was 2,800 homes. It's a great opportunity that we attract, make it mandatory that the developers had to provide economic development along with the gift of all those houses. So.
Okay, thank you. I would ask, I did hear a couple conversations in the room, if you could refrain from speaking while the candidate is speaking so that they can be heard. Thank you. Question number 2, then. Please provide insight into your position on raising taxes versus spending cuts and your perspective on the steady growth of government, including the level to which you believe government should solve societal problems versus promoting and enabling of private solutions. I will repeat that if you would like.
Go ahead.
Please provide insight into your position on raising taxes versus spending cuts and your perspective on the steady growth of government, including the level to which you believe government should solve societal problems versus promoting and enabling of private solutions.
Okay. I don't believe the answer lies in bigger government. I was a sponsor of 2 Tea Parties in 2009, and I do believe in less government involvement in my life and lower taxes. Collect my thoughts. There is a great opportunity for us to still lower taxes. For 12 years, we had steady tax increases, double-digit tax increases, and I would, for the budget, would advocate having a starting at 0 rather than maintenance of effort. I think scrutiny is not our enemy. We need to encourage community involvement. I think a lot of the answers to our societal problems come from the community. We don't need bigger government for that. And I do support televised commissioner hearings that there would be, that would also promote more community involvement. It's proven to do so. And I think that would be a positive.
Okay, thank you. Question 3. Other than increasing tax yield, how would you propose to increase revenue in response to rising service demand and unfunded mandates from Annapolis and Washington?
The current proposal of charter government isn't going to do that. I believe the citizens have already voted on the charter proposal for 5 times, voted it down. Code home rule is the way to go. It would give us the the county commissioners could implement impact fees and excise taxes that would make the people who are benefiting from the growth pay for it. So also we have a lot of opportunity at this time with BRAC coming in, that there would be a more aggressive pursuit of high-tech businesses, and the agribusiness industry with value-added farming is also a win-win. Tourism historically has showed for every dollar invested, you're going to get between $12 and $40 back, and it promotes and preserves our quality of life. I've sat on the Comprehensive Plan Committee and was instrumental in, we have a fisheries element that we have to address. And in Cecil County, we have 220 miles of coastline and only 13 access points for boats. So we're increasing that, and we're promoting commercial fishing as well. So there is a lot of opportunities in Cecil County. Building houses isn't going to be one of those that it is going to bring in revenue. Historically, we've seen where the cost of residential housing is much greater than what the taxes bring in. That's it.
Okay.
It's water.
Okay, question number 4. How do you think the growth corridor should be developed, and what is your proposal to protect the rural areas of the county from overdevelopment of residential units, and your view on the concept of imposing some type of fee on residential developers to help offset infrastructure costs such as roads, schools, etc.? Should I repeat that?
No.
Okay.
Once again, we are supporting the Comprehensive Plan Committee, Oversight Committee, did support preserving our ag lands, and that is why we have to divert growth to the growth corridor. And we're providing incentives with TDRs, the MALF for preservation, and to restrict growth in the areas, NAR and other areas where we don't want high density growth. We are limiting the infrastructure where it can be implemented only if it has to do with life and health issues. So we do have to divert growth to the growth corridor. We need to make sure that there are incentives. But in addition, we have to make sure that economic development is occurring at the same time. Very happy to see that we had 2 proposed train stations going in, I think, Northeast and Elkton. So that would also encourage the development in the growth corridor. That's about it.
Question number 5, the last question. Despite the best efforts of the Office of Economic Development, little economic development seems to be occurring here, and the minimum wage positions need to be augmented with meaningful, better paying jobs. How do you propose Cecil County lured employers who require a higher level of education or proactive training, resulting in a base of better paying jobs than those now prevalent in the county?
I had an interview with the Classroom Teachers Association, and I told them I did support the tech schools and allowing the gifted students to go on to college and take the special classes to accelerated learning. I would promote that we are working in partnership with Cecil College, that we have to anticipate what types of businesses might want to locate here because of BRAC, that we could have the workforce ready. We need to partner we are, thanks to BPAC, with the employers in the area to get a viable workforce. And I do agree, well, we also need to promote small businesses, our small businesses, that they provide expert advice on how they can expand, especially the value-added or just the mom and pops. Too many times we allow these franchises to come in and they undercut our other local businesses, and the super Walmarts are very detrimental to our local business. So I would want to put incentives out there to promote more of our small businesses and not to encourage as many franchises to come into our county. We should promote what is unique and give support to the local businesses.
Okay. Thank you. That concludes our last question for District 4. At this time, we will have our last 5-minute break of the evening, and then we will have all the